103.9 Frat FM. This is the Chris Housen Show, and joining me in the studio is Jesse Hanson from the Helix Healthcare Group. Jesse, how are you doing?
Very well. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
My pleasure, man.
And congratulations are in order because Helix Healthcare Group has been open for about 2 weeks now, and it's going awesome.
It is. It's going very beautifully. We've got people coming in for everything from intensive programs to just a few hours a week, whether they're needing deep care for addiction or whether they're just interested in their own evolution and healing.
So if you could sum up what a Helix Healthcare Group is all about in a few words, what would it be?
Yeah, Helix Healthcare Group, we're game changers. We want to erase the stigma around mental health, addiction, and trauma resolution. Take off the stigma that's been placed in culture that this is somehow shameful or bad, that we want it to become more accessible, and that we also present it in a way that doesn't use labels or putting people in boxes.
Well, I know that there would be a lot of people out there that would be wondering, at what point do you decide that you need help?
Yeah.
I imagine that's a very personal thing you have to experience for yourself. But in your experience with working with people with mental issues and addiction, what point is that?
Yeah, the line I would ask myself or anyone else to draw inside themselves is, am I stuck or am I moving backwards in life?
Right.
Then I need to ask for some support and guidance.
And that's exactly what you guys are there for.
That's exactly what we're here for.
And what kind of programs do you offer there?
Yeah, Helix Healthcare Group offers two primary programs, Spectrum Recovery and Catalyst Wellness. Spectrum Recovery specializes in the treatment of addiction and substance abuse, and it ranges in intensity from 5 hours a week up to 25 or even more hours per week of treatment. And we also offer the most highly individualized treatment in Canada. Each person that comes in, we do a consultation and individualize their treatment program, which could include psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, massages, acupuncture, sound therapy, life coaching. There's a whole team of people that work together with this. The other program is Catalyst, and the Catalyst Wellness Program is for anyone and everyone who's interested in their own evolution and healing. So that could contain the same team of people, or it could be specialized and individualized to just a few of those team members working with you. I'm
glad you brought up the individuality of it, because all of these things, all of these issues, and it is such a personal thing. Like, yeah, you can't treat them the same way for every single person, because not every single person deals with it the same way or experiences it the same way. So I'm really glad to hear that you have such an individual program.
Thank you, man. And it's in pretty stark contrast to what's out there. Most treatment programs that people go into rely, if not entirely, almost entirely on groups,
right,
which groups are wonderful. They're very helpful. And yet, like you just said, everyone's got their own individual story going on that needs to be addressed individually. And so without having someone working with you one-on-one, you're not going to get to address the underlying issues that answer the question, why am I doing what I'm doing? And again, we don't label people. We don't put them in a disease or a disorder box. We look at them as whole and complete, yet they need to understand why they're doing these destructive behavior patterns, whether that's sex, drugs, alcohol, shopping, worrying, thinking, relationships with food. It's quite a gamut of addictive behaviors that exist in human culture right now in 2014.
You're such an open-minded person, and I'm really glad that you're involved in a program like this and this kind of area of healthcare, because there's so many people who are in this area of healthcare that don't think like you. What made you want to get involved? Yeah.
Well, first I will say that I moved here from California, so I have that California open-mindedness, you might say.
Yes, you do give off the air of Cal. I think I can smell the Pacific breeze.
Awesome. It was really my own healing path. In my early 20s, I went through a really intense divorce, and I also, my father passed away right in the same 6-month period. I had my own dance with substance abuse, and I realized that going about it the traditional way, labeling myself, putting myself in a box, wasn't getting me anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start digging deeper. I had to start understanding why I was doing what I was doing. So I would definitely say it's my own path that has brought me to this point. And I think that definitely being in California helped me, because there is such an open spectrum there of opportunities for different types of healing, including what my degree is in is neuroscience. And that's what I also love about what we're doing at Helix Healthcare Group, is everything we do is based in neuroscience, delivered with compassion, meaning that everything we're doing has a scientific underpinning, and yet we present it in a very human, relatable, heart-filled way.
Which is wonderful because those two usually don't go together. It's usually the black and white world of science or, the warm, fuzzy world of human emotions. So to be able to combine those in a way like that is really wonderful.
Definitely, man. Thank you for appreciating it.
Absolutely. So if you want more information, you guys are located right in the heart of Yorkville, which is really convenient, beautiful location. And if you want more information, the website is helixhealthcare.com. Also
Helix Healthcare Group.
Helix Healthcare Group. I have that written here and I glazed right over it. helixhealthcaregroup.com, and the specific programs, spectrumrecovery.com and catalystheals.com.
Correct.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Jesse.
Thanks for having me.